How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical, this is Perkins, and welcome back to some frosty Rimworld. So, as I'm sitting here for a storm, pretty much hoping my power doesn't go out, I'm pretty much in the same situation as Perkins. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not at the point where I'm eating humans, but the neighbours do look tasty. Anyway, party people, what is the plan for today? As always, progression. I hate saying that word. I keep editing my videos and I say it a lot. I hear you, party people. I hear you. I work to be better, not only for you, but for my gal, Perkins. I think my partner's going to start thinking I've got an affair. Like, I talk about Perkins more than, like, my kids at this point, or my kid at this point. And I think it's getting worrying, son. You know, I just sit there and talk to my partner. Did you hear what Perkins said today? Right, so we've got a quest. Pirates will attack us. No, I don't think we need to do that. So, research we do need to get back on the ball with. Let me just have a quick look at priorities. So, you're at cleaning at the minute, so you're at 2. I'm just trying to work out where she is in the realms of, like, doing stuff. So, I'm hoping you've done all the crafting possible. So we're now at hauling, so we're on the 4 schedule. It will get overridden to do cleaning, but I'm happy with that. A clean home is a happy home. And, you know, Perkins isn't an animal, party people. Like, she has needs as a woman, as a human. It just turns out she doesn't care about other humans' needs. But what's she doing now? Praying. I ain't going to help you. I ain't going to help you in this colony. So I'm hoping tomorrow she's got like 3 more things to haul, and then we should be saying that she's got to haul all this. So she's on the hauling squad. The thing is, it's the sort of thing, while it's painful to do because you're like, I want research progress and that sort of stuff. At the same time, the quicker she does this, the quicker it doesn't have to be an eyesore, and my OCD does kick in when I'm seeing all this mess. Food-wise, okay, 366 meat. Including 2, okay, that's fine. So it is majority human meat, which is actually quite good. Just because as long as we keep Perkins on eating meat, we can't really go far too wrong, to be honest. It keeps her mood so high, just that on its own. Like the raw cannibalism, plus 20. And the only negatives we're getting is ugly environment and ugly bedroom. I know we're getting darkness, but that's mainly when she goes outside. So we get so many bonuses, we're actually living the dream. So what it does mean is we can afford to push her a little bit hard at certain points. You know, as we're like making her, mine or something, or forcing her to do stuff. That good mood will basically benefit us. And to be fair, Perkins hasn't really... I think she only had like 1 breakdown, like really early on in the series. Apart from that, our girl has done us a lot. And we've been for a journey with Perkins. However, that journey needs to accelerate. So, what are we researching at the minute? Smithing. Okay. I think because we kept to or throwing. Smithing, geothermal power, even microelectrics. The problem is they all give us stuff. Do you know what I mean? Smithing, you can argue, is the only one that doesn't give us something immediately. However, machining is quite important, especially to get that machining table. So a lot of these mechanoids and stuff, we can actually start breaking them down, which would be really nice. Perkins, what are you doing? I'll be honest. I just want you to do some research. I'm like holding back. Yes, there we go. So what that means on her work schedule is everything is completed because research is last. I never normally put research last. The reason why I'm doing it on Perkins is because she is a one-man army. So we need to make sure that everything is getting done. Like the only other thing we could do is put like cleaning at 4, research at 3, and then like manually turn on and off the research table. That's another option we could do. Which is actually quite tempting. So I don't know if I care about the dirt. The only reason why I say that is because she hates her environment anyway. And the reason we're not caring about it too much is because she's really hungry. It's because even with all these negatives, like, her mood still is, like, pretty sky high. But yeah, the plan is I really, really want to get smithing done and something else. So I want to have a really positive episode. Debating whether to go straight into machining. See, this is a really big research. So I think I might target like 2 small ones today in this episode. Get that done early. And then we'll be living the dream. Wonder whether to get a tube television, just so then, you know, just in case the camera crews come round and her cookering show picks up. No, it's the fashion line. Outdoors is a toasty -53, but not toasty how you want it. I mean, you will get burns, but you will get... Like, cold burns are vicious, though, like... But it comes to the good old thing. Would you rather... Really morbid. Would you rather die because you're burnt to death, or would you rather freeze to death? I think I'd freeze to death. Okay, is it just them then? So we've got a raid. It just looks like a pikeman and a lancer. I was sure there was another arrow. I forgot we still have that little cluster. Like, it's not a big deal. Okay, and there's another pikeman up there. And I get your comments. I think we need another one. I really like this design. Like, I'm really surprised it's working. So what I might do, because you party people are rightly so, like, we need another defense, because if sappers come up here, I don't really know how we're going to lure them down, especially because we haven't got any hallways or anything. So I might literally copy paste this design up here, because the reason why I like it, in a normal colony, I probably wouldn't like it. The reason why I like it here is because it's just one of us. We can just ring around the rosies. Oh, we do need to remember there's silver ore down here. Right. They should just literally jump on the traps. Perfect. And a component for our troubles. Please don't destroy my delicious wall. Right, I need Perkins to stand here. There we go. I believe it's because there wasn't a path towards you. So when there's not a... Oh, Perkins, you dirty dog. When there's not an open path towards you, that's when you'll see they'll do stuff like that, where they'll destroy walls and stuff. I will get you to build that straight away, because that could be a little bit problematic for our defences. Just in case the game would calculate this as the fastest path. Because the whole idea is, the why this works is because when the game chases your character, or when they do any movement, they take the fastest path. The fastest path is hugging this wall. Not by much, but it's the fastest path. They don't take into consideration that you're going to walk over a trap that might, you know, cut all circulation off to your leg if you hit it. But you'll be faster, sort of? I don't know. Right, that's deteriorating, because that's the best dumping stockpile I've ever heard of. So, are we unrestricted? No, we're in the sort of safe area. Okay. Okay, obviously we have a slight mech cluster on the map. I don't think we need to even worry about it. Like, with the save that we're doing, we don't really need access to the whole of the map. Obviously, that's without, you know, something dropping here and us going to get it. As of is, you know, we don't really want to be traversing the map too much, because the temperature's like -60 at the minute. It's cray. Because what temperatures can we do? Like -51, wow. Right, this is why we got steel in the stockpile, so we don't have to worry about... Just want to check how much is left. We don't have to worry about mining every time a trap goes off or anything like that. Running out of stockpile space, but hopefully the machining table and stuff will work. Obviously, we've still got all these Parkers around that we're just waiting to sell to someone. I think the dream of getting 2 research done this episode is a pipe dream. Obviously, it just depends if the game leaves us alone. Right, let's change that from the home zone. Don't spend your time cleaning this. Anything in the home zone will be cleaned. I don't want her wasting time cleaning anything outside. I mean, she doesn't care about her environment anyway. Well, she does. We don't care about her environment anyway. Like, I don't want her cleaning like excess stuff that we really don't care about. Okay, so I am going to do what I said earlier. So I'm going to put research to 3, cleaning to 4. And then what we'll do is we'll manually... Because it's not electric, we can't just, like, deny. But we can flick priorities so then she does one over the other if stuff gets really bad. What we'll probably do is watch this, and once unsightly environment... Either once unsightly environment hits another, like, whatever the next one is, past -5, or if the kitchen gets too dirty, because then that will give us food poisoning, which, you know, isn't good for Perkins. Perkins likes a lot of things in life. Food poisoning, I can't say, is one of them. And to be fair, already she's smashing the research. Got 200 points left in a minute. So that'll be pretty decent. Can't do too much with smithing, sadly. And we can get a field smithy and get some, like, melee weapons. Like, I liked that idea in the past. In hindsight, I don't know if we're just wasting time doing that, so we'll probably just skip straight into machining. It pretty much is just like how much we get attacked this episode. If we get left alone, we might be able to complete machining, or at least get incredibly close to it. Close to completion. Like, smithing will get done this episode. It's whether we can get machining done. Because it's going to be important to get up, to get that done. Because we can get to machining. And I wonder if we don't need to bother with any of this. No, we could be incredibly risque. Get machining. I want machining to be able to break down the mechs, okay? You can call it a waste or whatnot, but it's free resources that get chucked at us. That means we can just sit inside our Perkins cave and not have to move. And we can get potential components, potential steel. Not a lot, mind you, but some, meaning when mechs attack, at least we're getting something out of it. So we're going to go smithing into machining and then straight into... We need to come back for geothermal power. The problem is we don't need any extra power at the moment. Obviously, when the smelter. When the smelter turns on, obviously that drains a lot of power. But the second battery has offset it. So at least when we're using it, we've got enough power stored up. I know the wind turbine's not moving at the moment. Always makes me nervous. But it stores enough electric that we don't have to worry, so that's good. But we are going to obviously get more electric power heavy down the line. And I do hear you guys about hydroponics, don't worry. I'm always reading, I'm always watching, party people. I think it's worth it just for the hill route. I know you guys have said about vegetables, but the problem is we do get non-cannibal food. We do get a -2 from it. I know it's only a -2, but you've got to think we're going to get hit hard later. How I always work on Rimworld is every +1 you can get obviously adds up. Like, that's a silly thing to say, and like, it's not profound, whatever. However, I just think it's easier said than done because it's easy to turn your nose up at a +1 now, when a +1 later might save Perkins from going to a breakdown. And if Perkins breaks down in the middle of an attack, we're pretty much done unless we get super lucky. You know, that's what it comes down to. Brilliant. So we've got smithing done. Straight into machining. Right, that's getting hauled. I'll allow it. I got my coffee, I've got a beverage, I'm ready to go like Perkins. Perkins needs her coffee. She ain't got any hot water. No, she could make hot water. Of course she could with the steam geyser. Look at me. Resourceful, just like Perkins. I think she needs some carpet. I love when I do random stuff and you guys in the you party people like, oh, don't waste your time doing that. If Perkins wants carpet, she will have carpet. She will have carpet. She will have carpet. I've got Perkins on the brain every time I talk, like Parkins. Like, oh, psychic smooth. Thank you very much, Randy. Oh, transport pod. Thank you very much, Randy. We were getting a bit peggish. Quite far away though. Let's just have a look. Beautiful nimble. Clothes wise. I mean, you do have good stuff on. The problem is the wool pants and the button-down shirt. Why that's better than what we're wearing. That would take away our mood boost of wearing human meat. And because it's under 50%, we'd get another, -5 through tattered apparel. The cloth parka is tempting. Saying that, that's close to being out. To be fair, once it's out, we'll just go human leather parka. The reason why I say human leather parka, because I know it's not very good for cold, but the whole idea is, when it gets this cold, we want to just hunker down and not really go out anyway. So do I want to equip her in just a human leather parka? We're not going out anyway, and when we are, it's incredibly short bursts. The only time she's really going to be going out... When? The problem is when we get a mech cluster and it's like psychic droner or something like that. That's going to be a real problem, and is another reason why we need a machining table to make sure we have grenades or something. Cargo pods. Randy is loving. He's thinking, do you know what, Tazastical? Your plans are so good. I'm going to give you some chicken eggs. Like, we ain't got the stockpile space. We do. It's a lot of hauling work, though. That's like a couple of days of hauling. I think I'd rather get the research in. And I'm aware of the dead body and whatnot. I'm just leaving it. Like, it only deteriorates. It's frozen. Like, there's no rush to get it. We've still got a lot of meat. And I don't want to waste half a day walking over there when we don't... I know we're getting low on food, but we're not desperate. Perkins, equipped human leather parka, please. So remember, it's not great on cold resistance. Oh, it's terrible. -17.6. Okay. Does it give a better mood? +8. Wait, drop that quickly. Yeah, we get an extra +2. Okay, it's going to be an experiment to actually see how we do with this. Mega sloths are coming through. Polar bears are coming through. What I want to do is, just because I don't want them to get hungry or anything, I'm going to make sure Perkins stays inside. How many polar bears? 3, because they'll rip us to shreds. Mega sloths. Stay inside, Perkins, just in case they get hungry and start hunting Perkins, because if you go into the wildlife... Saying that the mega sloths aren't predators, which I did not know. Predators... I was just seeing if it was it, but when hungry, it will hunt smaller creatures, possibly including people. They will hunt people. They're just negative. Do you know what I mean? They're not the Poppy Perkins that we're used to. Poppy Perkins. Come on, Tazastical, get a clothing line up. Poppy Perkins' human leather factory. Like, I don't know. Flash storms, not bothered. Need warm clothing. Like, are we even handling this temperature? Okay, the science experiment is over, party people. No, we just can't do it. Where did you put the Parker? Where did you put the Parker, Perkins? We've got one. Where's it gone? It's that one, isn't it? Yeah, we gotta put it on. Just gonna get hypothermic. Imagine if I hadn't have seen that. It's not the Parker I was looking for. Minimal temperature. Alpaca. I'm sure it was the alpaca one, wasn't it? Sorry, Perkins. Yeah, there we go. Who'd have thought Muffalo isn't as good as alpaca? Interesting. It's not really interesting, but I would have thought Muffalos because their fur is sort of designed to keep them warm, although alpacas are as well. But I thought alpacas were more like hot climates, but maybe I've got that wrong. I've been wrong once before, party people. It was 20 years ago when I was 8 years old. I could have lied. It was 20 years ago when I was 1 year old. I'm 21. Basically, my channel has become Perkins is a good person and I'm 21. Help me feel better so I can help Perkins feel better. That sounds wrong. I promise I don't touch Perkins. Anyway, thanks to Randy, he gives me an event so I can get out of that awkward notion. I always just check because if they're a cannibal or something like that, we have to prioritise them and go get them. We are not going to be offered too many cannibals that are going to be perfect for contestant number 1 to join Perkins. Because, Perkins isn't a social creature. She's more used to trying to save people that join, and, she's just not getting it right, It's because she's not used to them, so they're like, oh, I've got a pain in my arm, so she cuts their heads off and is like, oh, I thought I was about to do a head transplant. I don't know, Perkins, I don't think they're buying it. I don't think they're buying it, Perkins. Okay, today let's go get some food because we are running out. Where was contestant number 2? I can't even remember. Right, Perkins, come and we go unrestrict. Come and haul human number 1. I didn't want to waste time getting them, but actually, food stocks are dwindling, my lord. 171 human meat. Yeah, don't risk it. Because if there's toxic fallout, we'll be more of a pain to get out. And then we got another human over here, which is fine. Right, Perkins is back. Sorry, Perkins, I'm going to draft you just so you don't go into their range because their range is actually quite large. Taking out the shotgun, we should have probably taken out the bolt-action rifle, but... What could go wrong, I got to keep remembering to check for wildlife. Okay, so I'm sure in the new... Okay, this might be a little bit of a problem. So I want to go manage area. And then we'll do no-go. No-go. Let's just make sure. Don't really want Perkins to get shot at just for the hell of it. Don't need to really risk it. I know they can't shoot us there, but I just want to be safe rather than sorry. No reason to rush this, especially since we're going so well. No go, and then I want to go manage zones, invert, perfect. And then Perkins can do that. Hopefully she avoids this. Now she's just being a pain in my bum. Allowed area. Okay, I'll allow you to go there. Now, haul her. Yeah, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect Perkins. Perkins pickled a perfect human. Can you pickle human? I'm not going to Google it. I've been Googling too much about cannibalism. I'm going to end up getting a knock at the door like, your search history has, Can you just come for a chat? Just come for a chat. And there's a reason why Chatty Perkins doesn't have the same ring to it as Poppin Perkins. Nothing's more relaxing than on a permanent winter afternoon butchering some humans. Where are you going, Perkins? Deconstructing ship part. I mean, if you must. I don't hate the idea. I don't love it. How much are we going to get? I mean, at least haul the components. Don't worry about them. We'll do them another time. There's no rush to do it now. And I really would like, as we're sort of coming to a close, a little bit more research done. I was hoping we were going to get machining a bit closer to completion. Right, it'd be nice if we can get it at least halfway, which doesn't seem too unrealistic. I say that. Manhunter pack. Okay. That's okay. We've planned for this. Let me just... Under attack. I want to expand it. And then clear this bit. Make sure Perkins is in the under attack. Draft her here. Don't hold open that door, don't hold open that door, and don't hold open that door. They've all shut, then Perkins can go about her day. Oh, they're going to sort out them, that would be nice. Even if they can just destroy a Lancer. Oh, destroy them both. You dirty dogs! That's a win. It's a win because I can nick that body. Is it worth the rush to it? I mean, yes and no. Let's go zone. Because, alright, wildlife, yeah, they're all gone. Yep. It is worth it because we don't know the next time food is going to come in. I'm going to do this because then she'll follow this path. No, clear. There we go. So Perkins, no go. Come and haul that. Hoping we can get it in time. Deterioration is 11. Would have been nice for a few more turrets, but at least then, you know, we've still got some defense. Because I always see this as a defense if people attack or a manhunter pack comes in, for example. Hoping they can't shoot. They can. Okay, let's address this. You know they can shoot because the game has forced me onto speed 1. So that's fine. Let's just make some adjustments just so I suppose we're hugging the wall a bit more. I'm going to draft Perkins just to push her up a little bit. Don't want a lucky shot or anything. Right, then haul. Just make sure she's really hugging that wall. Really hugging that wall as my voice goes all weird. And then hopefully we've got a bit more human meat. Ooh, they were able to shoot her there, but home safe, more human meat in the freezer. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And me and Perkins will catch you next time, party people. Bye. Perkins, don't go that way. Please don't go that way, Perkins. Like, you're right in there. Imagine if she got shot right now, just as we're, like, doing my exit outro. Like, that would be so, like, that'd be so Perkins, wouldn't it? Alright. Stay safe, Perkins.